On the way, I was kind of thinking some essential meaning of healing. So I asked myself, what is healing? And an answer came to me like, it's undoing separation. Some profound statement came to me, but I would say healing in essence is to come home, to in a way to have the serenity or peace all the time. I don't know whether it's a little too vague or too profound to start with.
Not to me. I know totally what you're talking about.
Yeah. So ultimately, it should be a form of spiritual healing or psycho-spiritual healing.
So with that goal, I'm going to suggest we do something different than inner healer.
All right.
You'll get to the inner healer through the process because you'll get to that place potentially. But to bring up what is ever between you and that state on a more constant basis.
That would be great.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the neurotech process is really an appropriate process. It's very organic, very Taoistic. We're going to just go with what comes up. This is kind of like a psychic roto-rooter.
I can feel it.
It brings up whatever layers are in the way of you being in that state of wholeness. And it's a very transpersonal state that most people get to with this process, because that integrated brain is when you're not feeling that separation, you're feeling that wholeness.
Lately, that's kind of enduring theme. Separation, wholeness, oneness. A while ago you mentioned at-one-ment, atonement, salvation.
Yes.
Although they are somewhat Christian terminology, but somehow they began to resonate.
Well, we understand what the meaning is, whether it's Christian or not. There's some universality around that state.
Exactly.
Cross-culturally. Okay. So to begin, can you focus in on where you are right now in terms of your state? How close to that state? How far away from that state?
I
do you feel in your daily
pretty
life?
close.
Pretty close?
It's kind of, that's why I mentioned it's enduring theme. It's almost like Zen Kuan, if you're familiar with that term. Of course you are. It's almost like enduring meditation theme, or almost like mantra. Atonement.
Okay, so let me just, first of all, whenever we're working, if you have any needs, let me know. This is to empower you, of course.
Okay.
So take that responsibility for yourself, because my job is really just to be a tour guide. You're really driving, as you know, and it helps me to help you if you speak up on your own behalf.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
All right. So I'll just invite you to go inside, close your eyes, and ask the part of you that's infinite and wise to bring to awareness any disconnect, any part of you that at this point on your journey is still not experiencing that at-one-ment. Any patterns in your daily life, any beliefs, any perceptions that in any way take you away from that at-one-ment. And as you focus in on that, let me know what starts to come to awareness. Just say a little bit about it.
It's not the anger I feel as a state, but it's kind of occasional irritation or upset. And then all of a sudden I feel, oops, I got separated. Kind of feeling.
Okay, so think of a time recently when that came up for you, where you had that realization, oops, I got separated. The irritation.
This morning I had a student in my public speaking class, and he had difficulty choosing a topic. And after the class is done, I had the next class. I have about 20 minutes. He was quite tenacious. And I got really irritated, and I almost shouted at him, I have another class, you know. And then right at that moment I felt, whoops, I got separated. This morning.
Okay, so feel that building irritation for just a moment, and where that is in your body. Your impatience or your...
Stomach.
Okay, so just focus on that. And on a scale from 0 to 10, if 10 is the most intense, how intense was that irritation this morning?
6.
6. Okay, so just focus on your memory of that for a few moments. That building energy, that almost yelling, that feeling like you want to be somewhere else and not present with him. And then the awareness of, oops, I got separated. And again, this is very Taoistic, so just stay with what comes.
I didn't get the question. Am I supposed to provide an answer?
No,
or?
Just stay with your experience for a moment. We're going to just let you sit with it, and the neurotech's going to balance your brain around it. And in a moment, I'll ask you to report what's coming up. So as you focus on your incident this morning, one of 5 things will emerge. It'll be a thought about it, an emotion, a body sensation, an image, or a memory. What's coming up right now related to your focusing on the incident of this morning?
Image.
Okay, stay with your image. Watch it, look at it. And in a moment, report once again the first thing that you're aware of that's coming up for you. A thought, an emotion, a body sensation, an image, or memory.
Image.
Okay, stay with it. And there'll be another long pause as you focus on the image. If at any point you want to tell me what else is coming up, feel free to. If you want to speak up before I ask you to report, feel free. You focus on the image.
The face of the student lingers.
Just keep following it, keep watching it. As you focus on the face, what are you aware of now?
Feeling sorry.
Okay. Stay with the emotions of that. And this process is basically fleshing out any patterns around this dynamic for you, flushing them out, bringing them up for healing, letting them go. I'll just feel the feelings. Stay present with them. And as you allow yourself to feel the feelings of being sorry, what comes up now?
Letting go.
Feel that. Feel that letting go. And just notice what you are letting go of and how you're doing that. How you allow it. And as you watch and feel the letting go, what are you aware of now?
It's okay.
Yes. Feel that. Know that.
Peaceful.
And when you go back to that initial awareness that you got separated, what's happening now in terms of that sense of separation or connection?
I'm back to that peaceful state. Feeling home.
So just enjoy that for a moment. Welcome it. Ask your inner Buddha nature to bring up anything else that's between you and maintaining that connection, that wholeness, that at one-ment. What are you experiencing now?
I thought I was at that oneness. But it's not full oneness.
Ah, okay. So sense into what is ever between you and experiencing that fullness and oneness. What comes up?
There's an entity that, or some identity that thinks I'm with oneness,